Mike Davis. How are you doing today? We've had a couple celebrations. We've had New Year's, Christmas. What have you been up to lately? Spending a lot of time with the family or what?
Yeah, this whole week I've been with my family, and I just got back maybe Tuesday, and I have to get ready to do my COVID tests and all that. So I head over to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, so like I said, we had these holidays, and the holidays always got to consist of that delicious food. Mom's cooking. You're eating the food right now. So how are you able to actually manage staying away from too much food?
I don't have to.
No, not at all.
Uh, this is a donut.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it the what's it called? Like the gluten-free one or
No,
whatnot?
this is a
No,
pure
regular donut.
donut.
As long as it tastes good, it's gotta be good.
Yeah, no. So I don't really weigh a lot. I'm just really
Okay.
strong and really big for some reason, but I don't weigh a lot.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
So I've seen you've been doing the strength training and getting a little bit bigger for your weight class. So has that been helping you a little bit with the weight and everything?
I'm definitely a lot stronger than I was at 40. Well, I'm probably gonna go back to 45 because I didn't gain any weight. I just gained a lot of strength.
Hmm.
I was walking around. Actually, I did kind of. I was walking around like 163, 165. Now I get up to about 75, 177.
Okay.
Right now I'm 3 weeks out from my fight, weigh-ins, 18 days or so, and I think I'm like 165 right now.
So you're right on
That's,
track.
I'm ahead of the count. I'm
Okay.
way.
Fair enough. So like you said, you're 18 days, 3 weeks or whatnot. You're one of the first shows back for the UFC. Do you feel like you have to leave some kind of impression coming back to the UFC after this layoff?
I would definitely want to. I mean, I'm coming off a big win. I go in there, I take this fight, and I get another big win to start the whole year off. My name will be circulating. It'll be nice.
Hmm. Yeah.
It'll
So
definitely take me out of the rut that 2020 put me in. So
yeah, I was just gonna mention that unfortunately those two fights against the same opponent, I believe it was, got scratched for 2020, correct?
yeah, and that last year, I was just injured from January
Oh, fair enough.
all the way to just
It also didn't help that this coronavirus and everything was
yeah,
there.
just
Injuries and
coronavirus,
everything was just going on top of each other.
one after the next. Every month, something different in the world.
Hmm. Yeah, so you've had two fights in the UFC under your belt so far. That first one coming against that the number one contender,
Yeah.
Gilbert Burns. So talk to me. After that loss, you can't hold that one down too much because that's a big fight.
Yeah, no, no. So, I was the only person on the roster that would fight Gilbert Burns,
This is a
and
scary shit.
yeah, he's a scary dude. But yeah, no, I mean, fighting to me isn't like aggressive. It's not anger. I don't hate you. I don't hate any of your things. It's just a piece of what we have to do in order to keep doing this for a living.
Hmm.
Like, I hate fighting. I hate fighting. I love training. I love going to training and laughing and joking and learning new things. But then when I have to put it all together and for one night for 15 minutes and go all out and use it, I don't like doing that. But I have to because then I can do this all day without work.
Hmm.
So that's fun. That's what I get out of it. So it's like sparring to me. It really nothing matters. So whoever I fight, win or lose, I just go home and I can do and live. It's normal. It's nothing to me. But I took that fight against Gilbert Burns, and definitely, I mean, I had first time kind of like jitters, and I wasn't used to that size of a crowd, and it definitely made me a little more defensive and less active than I normally am.
Hmm.
I feel like I got those out after that fight. Why Gilbert? Could have been anybody. Could have been anybody else.
It got you in the Shark Tank though. Now you're in the
Yeah,
UFC. So you gotta be like, okay, well, I'm glad I took that fight.
yeah. Because now, honestly, and he's a 170 fighter, so
Exactly. Yeah.
I fought the toughest 170, well, toughest welterweight in the world, because I think he'll be Usman. But and then I took that for my first fight, so everyone else is nothing. There's just nobody, especially in a lower weight class.
Mm-hmm. Especially you're originally 145 pounds, correct?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is something I guess you can say that you learned from that experience, taking that fight and fighting someone like Gilbert Burns?
That I need to be ready to fight any type of fighter. I wasn't expecting that fight at all. I was not expecting to be called to fight to the UFC so soon. It was like 3 weeks after my last island fight.
Yeah.
They called me and I was like, oh, that's so quick turnaround. And it was like a week. I had 5 days to get ready. So I didn't know who Gilbert Burns was, honestly. So I just said yes. I didn't care.
Yeah. You didn't find out until you were actually in there with them.
But yeah, I learned that I need to kind of up my game. This is definitely the new beginning. It's not me making it to the top. I'm not at the top. I'm just starting over, pretty much.
So we got this fight coming up. You gotta talk to me. Yeah. First of all, I know you're gonna be asked this getting closer to the fight, but give me your original thoughts on the opponent you have for this fight coming up.
I didn't have any thoughts because 2020's been so bad. We kind of pushed to a point where you're like, we just gotta fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just messaged my management, like, hey, put a name in front of my face and let's do it. I didn't really care who it was. I said yes to anybody they offered. And then,
So my
so
bad. Go
that
ahead.
I finally found out who it was, and I was like, cool, this is a good fight. He's kind of just like me. He's a well-rounded kid. It's fun. And I don't think anything of it. We're both very high skilled jiu-jitsu. Even though I never ever do jiu-jitsu in my fights.
Maybe this time though. Maybe this time.
I'm a big wrestler, but I never wrestle in my fights. And striking is fun, and that's just what people want to see. So I tend to stay up on my feet every fight until something happens and it ends up on the ground. I'll start on the feet and on the feet if it has to. I'm hoping this is more of an entertaining fight for people. That way, I mean, regardless of the outcome on either side, we're gonna have publicity. It'll be fun. We'll maybe even get fight of the night. That 50K changed my life.
Yeah, for sure. So I want to go back to that Gilbert question because we got to talk about it a little bit. It's a big name now in the MMA scene in the UFC, but if that fight is or would ever be to happen again somehow, even though you guys are weight classes apart, do you think you would take that fight back home?
Back, I would have to implement my second half of my skill set, not like normal. Like when I fought Sadiq, I didn't use any of my wrestling, any of my grappling. I just stood there and bang. And that's the kind of guy I've become. I need to understand that this is mixed martial arts. So if I can go into that cage and shoot on Gilbert, take him down, I think it's a different world.
Yeah, so that's how you see it playing out like that. If you are to implement, you would beat him if you implemented your whole entire game with more training, I guess, because like you said, you didn't know exactly what you were getting yourself into.
Yeah, I would also need like 30 pounds. You have to give me 30 pounds.
Maybe that might help a little bit, yeah. All right, so as we come to a close here, I gotta ask you, Beast Boy, what is your fight of 2020?
What do you mean?
There's a lot of fights during the year in the UFC
Oh,
in
okay.
2020, but what, in your opinion, what was the best fight that you witnessed?
I like the Dan Hooker and Dustin fight. I thought it was so good. But then towards the end of the year, we had Charles Oliveira beating Tony Ferguson. I'm not saying that was a good fight. I'm just saying that was 100% one-sided. There was no competition from Tony Ferguson. Like zero. And he is a name that when you see, you're like, holy shit, it's about to be a war. Like, I know that I'm leaving here bloody, he's leaving bloody. But I don't think Charles took damage. That was amazing.
No.
I was so shocked.
And you didn't expect that kind of fight from Charles, did you?
I did not expect that at all.
Yeah, so that makes it crazy in the MMA game. You never really know what to expect.
Yeah, if Charles can handle Tony Ferguson like that, who has multiple submission wins over like many people. I think he's a very high challenge for that 155.
Yeah, so I'm gonna propose this one to you. Charles versus Justin Gaethje. Who wins that one and how?
If Justin Gaethje, because Justin Gaethje has power, so
Hmm.
if Justin Gaethje can connect and wobble him and get him out of his mind zone, he'd have to mix it up a lot. He could take it. I always put my money on Justin. I even put my money on him to beat Khabib, catching him with some kind of overhand or something. But I don't know. After seeing that performance, I think Charles Oliveira take that fight.
Really? Yeah. Interesting. He is a very high class guy. Doesn't he have
Since how easy could Khabib tap Justin Gaethje, I think it'll be worse with Charles.
Especially with Charles Jiu-Jitsu too.
And the length, he's so long.
Yeah.
Man's dangerous. That man he's definitely climbing. He's gonna be a title contender, if not a champion.
We'll see what the future holds for him. But I have this last question for you before I let you go here. I know you're a big anime guy, so talk to me. You gotta spread your knowledge here. Who is the best anime character out of all that we have to choose from?
Oh, there's too many. I like Meliodas.
Okay, you gotta explain that a little bit to me because I'm not too knowledgeable.
Seven Deadly Sins. Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's one of the best animes you can watch. It's just so fluid. There's action. There's women. I mean, there's everything in it. There's whatever you want to get from anime. So you watch that one, and Meliodas is the demon. He was a demon king, and I recall his videos. I watched it, but he is just insanely powerful when his demon side comes out. And this is beautiful. This is just he's such a powerful character, and he's super, but like a child still. It's fun. I don't really know. There's so many. Sorry, I keep going. Huh?
Go ahead.
Dang. What about Hunter x Hunter?
I've heard of that one.
Yeah. Gon? He's freaking, and his friend. I forget his friend's name. The one with the electric nails. That man's insane. He's probably one of the strongest characters, and he's just a kid. He's 13. So that's gonna be scary when he grows up if they continue that series. I think he'll be the strongest character.
Yeah, so you gotta kind of explain to me what makes a good like anime TV show or movie or whatnot.
I like fighting, so I like all anime that has some kind of action in it. But it really based on the fluidity of that action. Like One Punch Man, it's not I throw a punch and then it's a cut scene where it's hitting you in the face. No, it's like I throw the punch, it hits you in the face, you fly into the wall. I need all that in one, like a movie, not cutscenes. I don't like anime with cutscenes. It's very terrible. I can't watch them. Naruto at the beginning was the same. They used to do these little cutscene thing, and it was terrible. Now they're way more fluid, and it's become an art. It's lovely.
The technology, dude. I'm telling you, it's improving every day. All right. So before I let you go here, I want to give you the opportunity to thank anyone who's helped you along your journey so far. The floor is all yours, my friend.
Oh my God, there's too many. A big thank you out to the people who know me, who have supported me. They all know who they are. I really don't want to give specific names. There's just a lot. There's really a lot. So the people who are watching this, if you are in touch with me, because I know we talk daily, I thank you so much for helping me, especially with everything that's been going on in 2020, and you sticking by my side and allowing me to take over to my potential, where I will essentially be supreme in 2021.
I like it. All right, and this last one, what can we expect from you after your year off from the UFC? What can we expect from you coming into this new year, 2021?
Better. Oh my God, I just want to be better. I want to show everyone that I'm a better fighter. When I took all my fights are noticed, this one I had a little bit longer of time, which I'm not a fan of this. So from now on, I'm gonna try and get short notice fights. But, to have the time and to hone my skill set, it feels good. I just want to make sure that when I go in that cage, it all flows. That's when I'm training. Pretty much it. Just look for this new and improved Mike Davis.
All right, so Mr. Davis, we can't wait to see you back in 2021. We appreciate you joining us today, and stay safe until then.
Of course. Happy New Year.
You as well.
Make the best of this year. Let's do it. Let's climb.